Hey everybody, welcome back to Open Fire Tactical. I'm your host Buttonhole. Just doing a weird thing right now. It is so windy out here at the range, and once again, I am the only one on the range. Let me get this junk out of the way. I got my phone in the back of my truck because it's so windy, and I didn't want the audio to be compromised. But I just wanted to touch on a couple things, and I was going to try and do a video, but it's probably going to come out horrible on account of the wind factor. So what I wanted to talk about was a bug gun, B.U.G. Not your bug assault, but a backup gun. So if you carry a pistol, if you're able to do that in the state that you live in, phenomenal. Do you carry a backup gun? Do you carry a pistol where maybe it's not on your hip, maybe it's on your ankle? Maybe it's in your pocket, like a little pocket gun, which I don't have. But I do have one on my ankle. And the only thing about ankle guns that I really don't like is it wobbles when you walk, and it's really weird to get used to. But once you can overcome that, then you'll probably just get adapted to it, I'm assuming. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes the clothes that I wear, I'm limited as to what I can do if I want to carry a firearm. And so today, I'll try to do this without breaking I got a 38 Taurus ultralight in a pocket, in a, ankle holster. Little 5-shot guy. These things are super cool. This is my wife's pistol. She keeps this on her side of the bed, but sometimes I take it. When we were attending church, I would put this in my pocket. I could tuck my shirt in, put it on my ankle. If I had a hoodie like I do this today, which is weird driving out here. My truck said 79 degrees, but it's a bit brisk, to say the least. But anyway, you could put this in your pouch, in your kangaroo pouch, or your zip-up hoodie in one of the pockets and keep your hand on it. And this is unloaded, again, unloaded. Right, you can see that. You can see daylight. But anyway, we'll put the bullet right there just for YouTube compliancy. If you're at a convenience store or something, you've already got your hand on your pistol. If something were to go sideways, pow, pow. If it's on your ankle, it's dropping down. It's trying to fight your pant leg to expose that pistol. And then what's the distance for something like this? In my humble opinion, I would say inside of 15 feet. 21 max, that's 7 yards. 15 feet, 5 yards. But close quarters for sure. And 38s aren't the most powerful, even with plus P plus. Some of the frames can't handle that. So always check with the manufacturer specs and see what you can get away with. And then practice with this guy. Just don't wear it and forget about it, man. You gotta put your tools to work. It's like, having the guitar in the corner. It's not going to play itself. You got to play it. And it takes practice in order to get good, right? Just a quick analogy kind of a thing. So I just wanted to touch bases on this. And as I was driving out here, I just wanted to get out of the house and put some rounds downrange. Unfortunately, once again, I am the only one out here, except for Bro, my dog Bro. So yeah, I'm just going to put some rounds on target, but I'm not going to video it just because I don't have a secondary hand to video. And so I think it would come out looking stupid and boring, and if the camera falls over and all that stuff. And I don't want to knock Katie. I really appreciate her being out here and being willing to pick up the camera and video for the not the 500 that I wanted when I was shooting at 292 yards. But the camera work was terrible, and I'm not gonna bash her on that. I'm gonna tease her about it, but I'm not gonna bash her on it. It is what it is, and she even declined lunch. She said that she's got some things to do. But I told her, look, I'm more than happy to take you for lunch if you want to go. And she goes, no, I'm good, thank you. And you know, worked out really, really good. But that's what friends are about, you know, and she's very supportive of my channel and my other friends now. And a lot of you, I think the vast majority of you, I don't know. But I appreciate each and every one of you. And it's over 100 subscribers, which I just can't get over. I can't come to even terms with it. I thought I would have nobody else but like my immediate family watching this channel and watching what I do. But fortunately, that's not the case. And fortunately, because of you and the shooting sports, you guys find this interesting enough to actually subscribe. I appreciate that more than I can even convey. So with that being said, I'm just going to pause the video for right now. I'm going to set up an IDPA target, and I'll just do some shooting at relatively close range, probably 5 to 7 yards-ish. And then I'm going to do it rapid succession. And I'll see how well I do or I don't do, and I'll just show you guys the end results. So thanks a lot for coming back by. Certainly do appreciate you all. Stand by. So I just wanted to show you the 38s that I'm shooting today. These are 125 grain RMR Liberal Tears bullets. Just those. With 4.5 grains, 4.5 grains of Winchester 231. I'll try and get up here to the camera somewhere. I don't think you can see that. But there's little teardrops on here, which I thought is pretty funny, if nothing else. And they have 147 grain in .357. And they have a little happy face on it. So smile before you receive the stuff. But anyway, I thought it was funny, and I do have a sense of humor, and I like to keep that alive as much as I can. If you guys have been watching my videos, I make fun of myself pretty often, so try to keep it lively. Because of the wind situation, I'm gonna pause the video. I got my target set up right here. You can see it right there in the background. Boop, right there. And I'm just gonna draw. Whoopsie. This is weird holding it the way I'm holding it. Those black dots that are already on there, that was from Katie last weekend. Shooting at it, I had her drawing and firing a single shot from her armpit. So if it's close quarters, you don't always want to extend your arms, because you're handing your assailant your firearm, and that is not what you want to do. So let me see if I can get this. Whoops. Let me try and get this guy to balance here. And let me pause it. I got to put my ears on. I got a rock on that target, and then I'll just start the video and I'll just go to town and see what happens. Stand by. Okay, so I'm going to draw from my kangaroo pouch, and then I'll just go to town on Mr. Assailant right here. Five shots, 5 hits. Weapon's empty. Let's go have a look. I'm gonna switch the view around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one up top, down 1. So all that down 1, this -1, if you guys aren't familiar, the zeros and the 3, that adds 3 seconds to your overall time and 1 second. So these 4 would be adding nothing, but I'd have a second added to my overall time if we were shooting IDPA. All right, that's it. That's my video. I'll touch on one other thing too before we go. Your backup gun. Your backup gun is whatever you can back it up with. Your primary, right? And I wouldn't use this guy as my backup gun. That's a 4-inch Highway Patrol 357. But I did see a guy when I was shooting competitively IDPA in Idaho. He had a 6-inch python inside the waistband that he was drawing. And let me tell you, this guy had some skill. Not only to hide a big old snake in your drawers, but he was accurate, he was fast, and he was really fast on his reloads as well. So you can employ anything and make it work for you, but are you willing to put in the time? That's my my overall point today that I'm trying to make. Are you willing to put in the time? I am. That's why I'm out here all the time, and I'm so thankful that you guys come along for this crazy ride. Once again, thank you all so very much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you more than I can ever possibly tell you. I thank you so very much. Have a blessed day, and once again, thanks again for popping into Open Fire Tactical. Buttonholes out.